Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Venya by Tanvi. Today we have a very special guest with us, Shubhra, who got selected into IIM. Welcome Shubhra. Please tell us something about yourself.
Hi, Tanvi. Thanks for having me here. So basically, currently I'm pursuing my MBA from IIM Indore with my specialization in HRM. Prior to which, I was a BCom honors grad along with you. And then again, along with that, I am a qualified CA intermediate. So going back again, I was a pure science student till 12th grade. So basically, I'm a person who knows what the destination is, but she's traveling without a navigation. So that's
Oh,
about my.
okay. So, friends, you might not know that she was one of my friends in college, and back then we both were preparing for CA examination. And soon after college, she get into IIM. Even after clearing CA intermediate, she left it and she goes for IIM. So, please, Shubhra, tell us that why you took this decision, why you switched from CA to MBA. What was your thought process back then?
So basically, when I was in my second year of my college, so I was done with my CA intermediate. So, but
Okay,
there is a rule you cannot actually do that parallelly, both with your regular
right,
college, you
right.
can't go for CA articleship. So
Hmm.
I had wasted 1 year, 1.5 years. By the end, I had graduated, and then I had taken up my MBA. So I had taken just CAT because I was not very inclined towards MBA by then, but last year there was hiring freeze everywhere due to COVID. So I knew that I'd have to wait for at least 6 more months to actually find a good enough reputed firm for my articleship. And when I was pursuing my pure science, so I did have a little inclination towards MBA. And then when you preparing for some exam, you do have that. So the hiring freezes actually cut up most of my other options. So MBA, and then I had an interest with my specialization that was HRM. So I thought let's just take the leap and go for MBA. So that's my prime reason why I'm here.
Okay. Okay. So now, since you have completed your first year of college, so what do you think? Was it the right decision?
So a touch wood, I don't regret it yet. So yeah, so when I came here, I realized really late that for me, CA was that, as you know, I switched from pure science to CA. So I think I took up CA because I had to prove people that coming into commerce was the right decision more than being just happy about it, about being a CA. So I don't actually suggest people, oh, just leave CA and go for MBA because that's the right part. But I I really did not feel that happy in the CA category. So when I had another option which would actually take less time, I went ahead with
Okay.
it.
So
And
I
this one
completely
year
agree
has
with you.
yeah,
Yeah, I completely agree with you that nothing is black and white. Like, you cannot label any course like it's very perfect for you and it's not. It completely depends upon person to person and their interest. And I think that you go for what you actually willing to do, and that's perfect and that's great.
yeah.
Okay, so tell us something about what kind of factors you considered while selecting between CA and MBA.
Okay. So for one factor for me, which played a very important part, which would not be for everyone, was that I wanted to wrap up my studies real quick. So I was doing a factor analysis that if I would go ahead with CA, I'd take more or less 3.5 or 4 years, depending on when I'd get my articleship. And for MBA, it was a 2 year journey, and we were like 2 months into that 2 year journey by the time I had to select between them. So yeah, 2 to 4 years was my major selection. Plus, I really liked my specialization. I have worked as a mental health advocate earlier. So I was really
Okay.
interested in the employee well-being category. So when I did get a chance, opportunity, I did my research. Plus the time factor, then I did get a place where I was happy. I was not very happy with my CS. So actually, those were the factors that played for that time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us this thing that whenever MBA comes to our mind, so the first thing is that it's quite an expensive course. Tell us something
Yeah.
about it.
So for an expensive course, people need to keep in mind that when you go for pursuing that course from maybe an IIM or a reputed organization that banks also understand or recognize, so you get a full loan without any collateral. So if you really want to actually pursue MBA and you want to be there in a strategic position in the next 2 years, I think money will not play a very important factor. You get loan for your expenses, you get everything. So I
Right.
think it is an expensive course, of course. You'll have loan, of course, but the moratorium period, and then you get a lot of cushion. We're in a generation where we have financial backing from our families as well. And if that's absent, you can actually go for loan and it becomes very easy. The process is very easy. So I think you can do that.
Okay. And can you throw some light on the eligibility criteria? Like who all
So
can go for M?
yeah. So like for CAs, it was just like you can go after your 12th grade or even before you can start your CA, CPT or foundation, whatever it's right now, before, and you can start preparing. But for MBA, you need to be at least a CA, professional CA or CS, or you have to be working, like you have to be done with your graduation. Like you need to be have a bachelor's degree. So
Hmm.
that's the criterion. And then from any background, you can be a doctor, you can be an engineer, you can be a teacher, you can do anything and then actually pursue in your MBA.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about the most decisive factor, that is the career options.
Yeah.
Like what MBA opens for you? What all sectors they open for you?
MBA pretty much opens every managerial sector for you. So it completely depends whether you want to go for marketing, finance, product management, or you want to go for what I'm doing, HRM. So, and several others. You want to go into analytics. So, it pretty much opens every domain in your company which has a backing to your domain in academics. So if you're a fin grad, you can go to any investment banks. You could go to any options. So that's what MBA opens a lot of options for you. You can do anything. You can switch later. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's come up to the most awaited question about the salary packages, what they offer.
So salary packages, it completely depends on your college. It completely depends on you actually. So
Hmm.
you're a fresher. I don't think there's actually a very big difference if you're a fresher or a work experience person. It completely depends. Of course, they do. The people with work ex do have an edge over that, but the packages are more or less similar, and you actually know the packages out there. And
Hmm.
maybe some of the times it's inflated, but more or less people are paid really well for the 2 years of hectic schedules they're going through. So yeah, the package won't be a problem once you're an MBA from a good college.
Hmm. That's the most highlighted thing about MBA,
Yeah,
that you will be paid
yeah,
enough. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You'll be paid much more than you can spend.
Hmm. Yes. And okay, so like enough of the discussion about CA versus MBA. Now just tell us something more about your MBA journey.
So for me, my MBA journey was it is different for everyone. But I touchwood had very good friends. I have very good friends who've been there. So there were nights when we were all working on projects, and you frustrated, but you see that your friends who are acting as dumb as you are, and then
Hmm.
they're also doing working on it. So MBA actually motivates you to work and grow as peers. Like you see, it's very competitive outside that people are scoring on a relative basis. But then you see people come together, help each other, and that's not what's highlighted outside. So I had really good friends. I have really good professors. Like you look at professors and you're like, they can't be wrong. Like you look at books, right? So we have such professors and such opportunities. You have so many opportunities. You can do anything you want. You can be creative, and with online, you do have a little more time margin for yourself too. So it's been relaxed. I think if I would be in an offline mode, it would have been more hectic. But yeah, it has been nothing more than it's a very happy journey.
Okay, that's great. And at the end, would you like to give some advice to our viewers?
So I'll say that I'll tell you two things. The first is prioritize your happiness. So I don't think you can radiate something that you don't have in yourself. So you'd be plastering a fake smile when everyone's around you, but when everyone just goes away or turns their back to you, you won't be able to smile. You'll be a sad person. So uh, the major thing is don't compromise with your happiness. And the second thing is we actually underestimate our parents a lot. Like we think they won't support us. So I've been a person that I was also a person when young that oh maybe they won't understand what I want to do. But as I kept on moving, I realized talking more to your parents or be it your family, it actually opens up a lot of opportunities for you. So I was like, I've done CA, I've been to two levels, and just one level is left. And for MBA, I'll have to do so much more. And not MBA finance, I was doing MBA HR. So it really helps when you talk to your parents. So like, I'm not happy. I don't want to be a CA. I want to be an MBA. I want to go into human resources, which is very different from what you're doing. Or you choose a commerce college over an engineering. So I think you need to talk to your parents about it. If you're not happy, talk to them. And most of us are very fortunate to have such parents who'll understand what we feel and how, and that really helps. So stay happy and talk to your parents about it.
That's a wonderful session. Thanks for coming to our show. You had given such a great advice to our viewers. Thank you so much, Shubhra.
Thank you so much, Tanya.
Hi everyone. Hope you like this session and please do subscribe to my channel for more such interactive sessions. Thank you. Bye bye.